Hey guys, what's up? Scott here, and today we are back with another video, and today we have an F1 2018 season predictions video, as it's not actually too long until the new season starts. It's just under 2 months. The season starts in 54 days. It starts on March 25th and it's January 30th at the time of this recording. It's probably going to be January 31st by the time this is uploaded. But still, this is just early predictions. Now, just to let you know, just to make sure that, just to avoid this getting out of hand, this is just my opinion, okay? I'm not saying this is actually what it's gonna be in 2018. It's just my opinions and predictions. Okay, now the disclaimer's out of the way. Now let's get into the predictions, starting off with the constructors' standings. So the constructors' standings, I'm going to be working this from bottom to top, just so you know. So basically, the way I've split the two championships up is that there are 4 teams. So in the constructors' championship, tier 4 is 9th and 10th. Then tier 3 is sort of like the mid-table. So that's between 6th and 8th. Tier 2 is between 4th and 5th. And tier 1 is between 1st and 3rd. So we'll kick it off with tier 4 then, 9th and 10th. And who do I think will finish last in 2018? In all honesty, I think it's going to be Alpha Sauber. Despite the fact they've got a great lineup of Charles Leclerc and Marcus Ericsson, I still think that they're going to be at the bottom. They'll at least have a few points, I think, but not really that much. They might score 1 or 2 points at the odd race like Monaco or Singapore, Baku, races like that. But other races, nah, not really. It's the street circuits where I think they'll be good, because obviously there's not a lot of straights. Well, Baku, there's a very long pit straight, so maybe not that one. But then again, Pascal Wehrlein scored a point there last year, and Ericsson could have got that point as well, so you don't know. So now moving on to 9th in the Constructors' Championship. You'd probably expect it to be Toro Rosso. After all, they are powered by Honda this season. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it is going to be Haas who finished 9th in the Constructors' Championship. Why do I think it's going to be Haas? Well, it's not very consistent, especially on the brakes. It's like, it literally got to the point where it was like, you'd literally need to just get your calculators out, and you need to just see how many times a Haas driver said that they had brake issues. I think in Baku last year, Grosjean actually said that he was scared for his life. That's how faulty the brakes were. And if Haas don't sort those brakes out, yeah, they could even be behind Toro Rosso Honda in the standings. That moves me on to tier 3. So 8th place, I think. So this is between 6th and 8th. So 8th, I think, will be Toro Rosso Honda. Mainly because they've got 2 talented drivers in Pierre Gasly and Brendan Hartley. And Pierre Gasly, he did win GP2 or F2, whatever you want to call it, in 2016. And then Brendan Hartley, he's obviously a double Le Mans winner. I think it's LMP1. Well, I'll need to just check that. Yeah. It was World Endurance Champion. He's a double World Endurance Champion. I think it's for LMP1. It didn't actually tell me if it was, so yeah, that's a bit of an issue. Maybe just I'm not actually too sure in all honesty, so let me just check. It's LMP1. He's been racing in, so he was in LMP2, 2012 and 2013. He's been in LMP1 since 2014. So yeah, double Le Mans. Not Le Mans. World Endurance Championship winner in 2015 and 2017. And that's why I think they won't finish last. They won't finish 9th. They'll finish 8th. Right, moving on. Who do I think will finish 7th in this year's Constructors' Championship? If you are a Williams fan, please click off the video now. But come back after. Please skip to number 6. Because I genuinely think Williams are going to finish 7th in the Constructors' Championship. Mainly because they went for money instead of results. But then again, maybe Sorokin can give good results. I don't know. I don't know. He was pretty average in F2, GP2 in my opinion. So yeah, maybe. And also they've stuck with a very inconsistent Lance Stroll. I mean, why could he not go for Pascal Wehrlein? Yeah, the Martini rule, but because Verline's under 25, but Sorokin's under 25. Sorokin's younger than Wehrlein. Why was Wehrlein overlooked for that seat? Why were Williams not interested in him? Pascal Wehrlein is too good not to be in F1 in my opinion. I mean, yeah, 5 points in 6 points in 2 seasons isn't that good on paper. But then when you take into considerations the cars he was in, for example, 2016 he was in the Manor, scored a point at Austria, and last year he was in the Sauber, finished 7th on the track in Spain, then got a 5-second time penalty, putting him down to 8th, which is still a good result in the Sauber, given the fact it had a year-old engine last year, and then got 10th in Baku, meaning another point. How is that not enough talent for F1? How does that deserve to be just ignored, overlooked for 2018 seat? Maybe it's because there's 2 little teams. I don't know. I don't know anymore. They could have gone for someone like Robert Kubica. If Williams went for someone like Robert Kubica or Pascal Wehrlein or someone else, even if they went for someone like I don't know, I don't know, anyone who has proved that they can give good results, then that would have been good. Maybe they would have been like 5th or 6th, but still, because of that, I think they'll be 7th. Then we go to 6th, which I think will be Renault again. Although they will have more points than they did last year because they're going to have Sainz and Hülkenberg throughout the whole season, not just the last couple of races. And then we move on to 5th place, so Tier 2, 4th and 5th place. I think Force India are going to finish 5th this year. I don't think they're going to be able to finish 4th because of McLaren being resurgent with the Renault engines. But 5th place is still good, so yeah, Force India have them in 5th place. And we'll move on to their drivers in a minute. And if they get to race each other after the events of Baku and Spa, yeah. Moving on to 4th in the championship, and I think that will be McLaren. I don't think they're going to be quite up there challenging for the championship yet. Maybe just give them a couple of years, maybe until 2021. Could you imagine if the Renault power unit is just extremely dominant in 2021 if they stick with that and then they just win both championships? That would be brilliant for the sport, wouldn't it? But then again, could you imagine if Toro Rosso stuck with Honda, then 2021 Honda become very dominant and then just win both championships? That would genuinely be the funniest thing in the world. It really would. Because I don't know, that just seems funny to me. Yeah, McLaren, they're going to have big resurgence, especially with Fernando Alonso and Stoffel Van Dorn. They're two hell of a drivers in one hell of a car with a Renault power unit. That is going to be good. That is going to be very good. If Renault can sort reliability out after the end of last year, because that was just... I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, Now moving on to the top tier. Who do I think will win the Constructors' Championship? Now, well, I gotta tell you who I think will be third first. So, for my predictions, in third place, and you're probably going to be surprised at this, but in third place, I think it will be Ferrari. Yeah, I said it. I think Ferrari are going to be third in the Constructors' Championship. Where is my cap? There it is. So yeah, I think that Ferrari will be third in the Constructors' Championship this year. Which, I mean, it's not bad, but then again, when you consider they were second last year, well, then again, I think they've kicked themselves and I think they've shot themselves in the foot by sticking with an inconsistent Kimi Räikkönen. Now, again, you guys are probably going to be saying Kimi isn't inconsistent. Yeah, he's consistent. Like, he can challenge for top end points. But then there are races where he's just absolutely nowhere, or the team have told him to move over, because Sebastian is faster than you. Can you confirm you understood that message? I'm sorry, I had to. But yeah, now with that out of the way, it's down between Red Bull and Mercedes for the Constructors' Championship, and if I had to pick a Constructors' Championship now, if I had to pick a Constructors' Champion now, it would be Mercedes, mainly because of their performance in 2017. They were very good last year. Yeah, maybe one or two of their wins came from luck, but you know what can you do, honestly? But yeah. So yeah, I think the biggest surprise for you guys is probably seeing that I think Red Bull are going to finish second in the Constructors' Championship. I was surprised I even put that down myself, in all honesty. But then again, they've got two hell of a drivers in Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo, and if they sort the car out, then yeah, especially Ricciardo's. Now we move on to the Drivers' Championship. Tier 4, again, will be between 16th and 20th. Tier 3 will be between it will be between 11th and 15th. Tier 2 will be between 6th and 10th, and Tier 1 will be between 1st and 5th. Tier 4, I think, so let's start with Tier 4. So 20th to 15th. Okay, I have Marcus Ericsson in 20th, Charles Leclerc 19th. He'll pick up some points, I can guarantee that. Kevin Magnussen in 18th, Lance Stroll 17th, and Brendan Hartley 16th. So comment below what you would put for that. But yeah, hopefully I don't get too much abuse for that. Now we move on to Tier 3 between 15th and 11th. I have Pierre Gasly in 15th. I have Romain Grosjean in 14th. Williams new boy Sergei Sorokin in 13th. 12th I have Nico Hülkenberg, and 11th I have Sergio Perez. That probably surprised you. I'm surprised I even put that down as my prediction, in all honesty, but still, it's just an opinion. Remember, I'm not saying that they are going to finish there in this season. It's just an opinion. Now we move on to Tier 2 between 6th and 10th. I'm in 10th. I have Esteban Ocon. 9th, I have Carlos Sainz. 8th, I have Stoffel van Dorn. 7th, I have... Oh god, this is definitely not going to get any bites at all. Kimi Räikkönen. Alonso's going to be resurgent. Need I say more? And then I have Alonso in 6th. So, yeah. Oh god, that's going to get some serious bites, isn't it? Because, this is, when you remember, when your favourite driver, doesn't get in the top 5, you're like, how can you be so low? You have to remember, it's just an opinion. This could be controversial as well. We're not talking about the Raikkonen one, but, in 5th, I have Valtteri Bottas. This is Tier 1, by the way. But yeah, that string of races that Bottas had between Malaysia and Austin, it just wasn't good. And I think Bottas is going to be around 5th or 4th this year. Oh god, that's not going to get bites at all, isn't it? Is it? I've just realised with the whole Force India thing, I can't actually put the images up in editing because, yeah, there's not going to be enough storage because this camera. Anyway, so now, I think the Red Bulls will be 3rd and 4th, but who do I think will finish where? That's what I'm going to say. In 4th, I think the driver who will finish 4th is this man who could have got 4th last year, but reliability hindered that charge. Daniel Ricciardo. I think Daniel Ricciardo will finish 4th this season. I think he'll at least pick up 2 wins. Now we move on to 3rd, and I think that'll be Max Verstappen. Now, he had a brilliant end to the season last year, and I think he'll carry that form into this year and then finish 3rd in the championship. Will he be fighting for the championship? I'm not too sure. Could you imagine if Red Bull turn up with a package that's just as good as the Ferraris and the Mercedes, and then we have a 4-way scrap for the championship again, like we had in 2010? It's never gonna happen, but it'd be great if it did. Now, who do I think will win the Drivers' Championship this year? Who do I think? It's between 2 drivers, Sebastian Vettel or Lewis Hamilton. Who do I think is going to win it? Sebastian Vettel or Lewis Hamilton? Hamilton, he won it last year. He had very good luck. Vettel, on the other hand, he had more misfortune than Hamilton, obviously, with the reliability at the end of the season. I don't know if Ferrari just brought in a B team for the last 4 or 5 races, because there were things going missing, there were cars breaking down. Their reliability at the end of last year went from pretty much stone solid to just Honda. But anyway, who do I think will win and become a 5-time world champion in 2018? I'm going to reveal it now. The person who I think will win the Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship in 2018 and become a 5-time world champion will be Sebastian Vettel. I genuinely think he's going to do it. And it will be very, very close. I think him and Ferrari will be a bit resurgent this year, and I've said that word so many times. I really need to think of a better word for coming back up to the top, rather than just resurgent all the time. But yeah, they had a bit of misfortune last year. Obviously, Vettel could have won the championship last year had it not been for stuff like Baku, Silverstone with a puncture, the race start at Singapore, when Ferrari bought in a B team in the last couple of races. I'm sorry, Ferrari basically just became Honda. Scuderia Honda. They changed their name in Malaysia and Japan. They changed their name from Scuderia Ferrari going into Malaysia to Scuderia Honda, and then he kept that until post Japan. But yeah, no, that's just a joke, alright? But they pretty much did have Honda reliability at the end in Malaysia and Japan. But yeah, I do think they are going to learn from those mistakes, and then I think they're not going to win the Constructors' Championship in my opinion. But I think Sebastian Vettel will win the championship, and I think Lewis Hamilton will be the runner-up. No, this is just an opinion. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so many comments saying that I'm biased because obviously Sebastian Vettel is my favourite driver, but in all honesty, if Vettel was in that Mercedes, he would have probably won the championship last year. That's not me trying to be biased. He was able to win that many races. He led the championship for that amount of time. He led the championship up till Monza, I think. Yeah, it was post Monza. Monza was the race where Hamilton won to take the championship lead, and then ever since then he held it and then won the championship. But yeah, So yeah, post Belgium was the last time Vettel had the championship lead, because he led by 7 points going into Monza. This time I think Vettel will be. I think Vettel, he cracked under the pressure last year, and I didn't think I need to say that, because I mean he's a 4-time world champion. I think he did just crack under pressure, because it's the first time he's been in championship contention since 2013. It was the first time he's been in the fight for the championship since 2013. First time he's led the championship since 2013, and for that long. And to be fair, if I was in the championship fight against someone as good as Lewis Hamilton, I would probably crack under pressure too. I mean, literally, I would. My hands would be so twitchy on the wheel that I probably would have done the same thing Vettel done at the start in Singapore. Well, then again, Vettel was just trying to cover Verstappen off. Vettel didn't make contact with Verstappen. It was Raikkonen coming up the inside, Raikkonen clipping Verstappen's rear tyre that spun Raikkonen into the side of Vettel, and then that's why they were all out the race. Yeah, I just said that Vettel didn't cause the accident in Singapore at the start. This video is just gonna get so many bites, I can already tell. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, then make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Please get us to 1,000 subscribers before February 20th, because I don't want the channel to effectively die, because then I won't be able to monetize my videos, make money off YouTube, and I'll get pushed further down the search engine, and the channel will effectively die. So if you don't want the channel to die, subscribe to the channel, get to 1,000 subscribers before February 20th, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.